Now is the winter of our discount tents, where people regroup from their TV sets and start to set out the new news agenda. There are polythene estates appearing all over the place, camped out, new fields of possibilities. We meld and become one body, soldered by the tent pegs of love and solidarity. I'm Spartacus. No, I'm Spartacus. Slogans detonate like shockwaves inside my brain as I stand here gazing at neoclassical pillars which start to get plastered with our collective answers to this cardiac arresting capital city. They read, nature is the only superpower. They read, your heart is a weapon the size of a fist, and make occupation your occupation, and on, and fierce discussions erupt on street corners. It's like 18th century France all over again. The pendulum's beginning to swing. We're at the point of zero gravity between more of the same and a Mexican wave that won't sit back down. Now a pandemic of tented towns. Dome tent cities pop up like frog spawn. Mini tax havens for the super poor. Prime real estate for insurrection. Emergency housing for the desperate and indignant. I'm Spartacus. No, I'm Spartacus. Clinics to the trench foot of why fucking bother. Hacking off the severed limb of who gives a shit and feeding every bit of this shit that we're given into a giant composting system. There's a verdant pulsating energy shooting through the cracks of a shattering system. Seeds of change in germination. Here at ground zero, indignation solidified. A population galvanized. The 99 personified. We've come to talk about what's going down. Camped out, new fields of possibilities. We meld and become one body, soldered by the tent pegs of love and solidarity. I'm Spartacus. No, I'm Spartacus. Silhouetted by cues of mesmerized traffic, there are pavement fanatics, suited sympathetics, ecclesiastical renegades, sandals, trainers, ecumenical, transgenerational, amateur professional, dermatologically spectral. There are flash mobs of tourists feasting on flaky 99ers. There are armies of clowns and militant mothers and discarded bubblegum hit-and-run mutters from chewed up and spat out evening standards from sickly acidic goblin bankers gripped by a shivering profit psychosis. This suited booted black bloc marches through rat race alleyways of steely glass palaces. This zombie system tears at our walls, so we take to our bubble pod tents and we spawn the unwanted kids of Thatcher's sick fantasies. We climb the scaffolded limbs of their hierarchies. We see them climbing upstairs with their bounty. We come to tear the plastic from their faces. We come to tear the Botox from their faces. We come to tear at cosmetic surgery, subsidy to a hideous dying kleptocracy paid for by a people now pregnant with change. I'm Spartacus. No, I'm Spartacus. We are nail bombs of love and ragtag humanity, antibody to this exponential cancer of money, hacking at the tumour before it dies naturally, because only another world is possible. Only another world is possible. We are purging ourselves of parasites with thriving communities of radical campsites. We want to push the banks to the brink of extinction. We're going to get Darwinian, armed with information and critical discussion, and spreading like the advancing Sahara, bearing tent poles and a sense of humour. I'm Spartacus, only joking, he's Spartacus. We stay when tents lend percussion to the thrashing rain. You'll have to drag us from the last blade of grass we remain, singing at the doorsteps of salvation. For whom does your bell toll, St. Paul's? For us or for them? Don't follow false prophets, usury is sin. Don't follow false prophets, usury is sin. And the meek are inheriting the earth before it dies. If Jesus was alive today, he would say, occupy.